Hello students, we will discuss today the last part of the lesson cell. So two topics we have to discuss today, osmosis and plasmolysis. So first we'll do osmosis. What is osmosis? Movement of water molecules from a region where water is more to a region where water is less. This means where water is more, that is called a dilute solution, and where water is less, that solution is called concentrated solution. So movement of water molecules from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. Now there are two types of osmosis, end osmosis and exosmosis. What does this mean? Let us see. End osmosis means movement of water inside the cell which is kept in a dilute solution. So when a cell is kept in a dilute solution means outside there is more water and inside the cell there is less water. The water molecules will move from the outside solution towards the inside of the cell. So, and it will start moving until the concentration both the sides of the cell becomes equal. So the cell gets swollen up, and this process is called end osmosis because water has gone inside the cell. For example, raisins or grams soaked in water. When we soak raisins or gram in water, what do we find? After few hours we see that they have swollen. So this is due to end osmosis. Second is exosmosis. As the name indicates, in exosmosis the water comes out of the cell. So how can we define it? Movement of water outside the cell which is kept in a concentrated solution is called exosmosis. It leads to shrinkage of cells. If a cell is kept in a concentrated solution, गाढ़ा solution है, पानी कम है उसमें, so what will happen? Inside the cell water is more, so water will come out of the cell and slowly the cell gets shrinked. For example, raisins soaked in sugar solution. If raisins are kept in a sugar solution is concentrated, so water will come out of the raisins and they will shrink. Here a diagram is showing two solutions kept separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Dilute solution has more water, which is shown by blue dots, and on the other side concentrated solution less water, blue dots are less, and other particles, red ones, are more. So water molecules will move from a dilute solution to concentrated solution. Solutions are of three kinds: hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic. A hypertonic solution means the solution which has a higher concentration and less water than the cell. जो गाढ़ा solution होता है उसे कहते हैं hypertonic solution. In such a solution, the cell, if it is kept, it will show exosmosis and it will shrink. Hypotonic, the solution which has lower concentration and more water than the cell will show end osmosis and it will swell. Isotonic solution means when the solution has same concentration as that of the cell, then it is called isotonic solution. मतलब दो solution बीच में semi permeable membrane है और दोनों की concentration same है, then we say that the solutions are isotonic. In such a case, no water movement will take place on either side, so neither the cell will shrink nor it will swell. Next topic is importance of osmosis. First, entry of soil water into roots takes place by osmosis. Second, cell to cell movement of water also takes place through osmosis. Third, living cells remain turgid. Turgid means they are swollen. The plant cells, they are swollen when water is filled inside. So in summer season the leaves droop. Turgidity is finished because water is finished inside. So due to osmosis the cells remain turgid. Fourth, opening and closing of stomata is regulated by osmotic pressure of guard cells. So this also is controlled by osmosis. Next topic is plasmolysis. What is plasmolysis? It is a kind of osmosis only. Let us see. Shrinkage of protoplasm of a cell from its cell wall under the influence of a hypertonic solution is called plasmolysis. Means when a cell is kept in hypertonic solution, गाढ़े solution में cell को डाल दें, withdrawal of water occurs from the central vacuole. As a result, size of the protoplasm gets reduced and the plasma membrane is withdrawn from the cell wall. This is called plasmolysis. Let us understand with the help of diagram. Here is a diagram of various steps shown in plasmolysis. So in first step we can see the cell is in a turgid position. There is a central vacuole in the central part. Then orange color part shows the protoplasm and black one round structure is the nucleus. So in the second step we see the protoplasm is coming out of the cell wall. This is a plant cell, so it has a cell wall. So the protoplasm leaves the cell wall and comes in the central place. Ultimately whole of the protoplasm has come and made a round structure in the center, because the water from the vacuole has been removed out because of the exosmosis. पानी निकल चुका है सेल में से, तो धीरे धीरे पूरा प्रोटोप्लाज्म सेल वॉल से हटके बीच में एक राउंड मास के शेप में आ जाता है. तो such type of cell is called a plasmolysed cell. Now what is importance of plasmolysis? First, high concentration of sugar in jams and squashes ensure that any bacteria or fungi entering the medium gets plasmolysed and gets destroyed, so our jam remains fresh. Means in jams we do not add any extra preservative because it contains large amount of sugar, and sugar is a concentrated solution. So if any bacteria or fungus enters the jam solution, then it gets plasmolysed. Why? Because the jam is a concentrated solution, so the fungus or the bacteria, it will lose out water from its body through exosmosis and it will get plasmolysed as shown in the above figure. So plasmolysed cell gets destroyed soon. Within few hours it becomes dead. So the bacteria or the fungus dies and our jam remains fresh. Second example is hypertonic medium created by the presence of excess salt, spices and oil in pickles plasmolyzes, invading microorganism entering the pickles, and the pickle remains fresh. So in the same way as we have seen in jam, in case of pickles also, अचार में मसाला, नमक, oil ये सब चीज़ें ज़्यादा रहती हैं, तो whole solution is concentrated, very much concentrated. So if inside the pickles again any disease germs, any fungus, bacteria enters, तो it will get plasmolysed. उसकी body से पानी बाहर निकल जाएगा क्योंकि बाहर गाढ़ा solution है, concentrated solution. So it will lose water from its body, exosmosis हो जाएगा and it will get plasmolysed and ultimately it causes death of that organism. So our pickle will not get infected and it will remain fresh. So children, this is all for today. Now we have finished the lesson cell. Next turn we will start new lesson. Okay, thank you.